Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is a questions video or a bit of a chat video about questions we would get when my daughter was locked. We took her locks down. So as we were taking them down, I just answered a bunch of questions I would get and kind of addressed a few things. If you are interested in more details of the lock takedown, I've linked those below, as well as other lock videos. And if you have other questions, please do leave them below. Like and subscribe for more, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so this is funny that we're talking about your locks when we're taking them down, but just to answer a few questions we always get and stuff like that about locks. And by the way, I am actually locking my hair as she is taking her locks down. And we didn't plan it that way, huh, Cody? But it just sort of happened where I had cut all my hair really, really short for the first time in my life. And then decided after it started growing back, I cut it a couple more times and then decided I wanted to lock up. And she was asking for a little while off and on about her loose hair and do people comb locks out and that kind of a thing. Where'd you get that idea from, Cody?
I just thought it was very pretty, my natural curly hair.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have it back and see how it was.
And she wanted to see how it was because she was 4 when we started locking. And so I never talked about combing out locks because to me, it was always like a permanent thing, and when you wanted to start again or do something different, you cut them. So that's what I always told her was, you cut them and start again. But when she started asking that, I was like, oh, she's curious about her natural hair, and not her natural hair, this is her natural hair, her loose hair. So I understood because she was 4 when she made the decision. We decided because she's very, very tender-headed, and we were fighting about, I don't know if you remember this because you were 4. We were fighting, like, actually since you were 3, about hair a lot. She was upset about doing hair. I tried to do it minimally, but I was like, hair is just hair. I'm not going to fight about hair. So I gave her a choice. Did you want to lock or did you want to cut your hair? Those were like really short, you know, so the maintenance was really low. And we talked about it for a while and what that meant. And then she decided she wanted to try locking. So we put in some twists and just let it lock from there. And I never had locks. No one in my family that I knew of or was close to ever had locks. So it was an all new process for us, but I kept it very simple. To me, locking was for simple maintenance. So we weren't doing any retwists or retightening or anything like that. We just put on a schedule. We just had them in twists. I had started them with rubber bands at the top to kind of keep it together and at the bottom to keep it together until it started locking. But then once it started locking, we retwisted if she wanted to. Sometimes if they were getting too stuck at the root and was hurting her, we'd kind of retwist them and stuff, but not anything tight. It wasn't a regular schedule. And other than that, people would be like, you know, what do you do? And it was very simple. We would wash when needed, condition. I did still condition her hair. I know some people don't condition their locks, but wash, condition. And that was it. Put coconut oil sometimes, huh, Cody? And some days, just for a refreshing, we spray with, we all spray our hair with water and essential oils. It's usually tea tree and or lavender, just for a refreshing. We all do that. And that was it. And as far as how long it was, she was 4. I only know that because my son it was about the time of a year after or so my son was born. And they're 3 years apart. So you're 9 now. How long is that? 5 years. She had locks 5 years. So she started asking me about the takedown process. We started talking about it. I said, we'll try one and, you know, kind of see. And she saw. We took down one. I showed her a little bit, you know, kind of, and she was more curious. We took down one. We conditioned it so it was how her hair would be. And she decided she wanted to take them down. And I said, oh my God, it's going to be a process. And she's so tender-headed that I knew you wouldn't like the detangling part. But you decided it was worth it, huh? You want to talk a little bit about how it's been, the detangling process for you?
Not really.
No?
I'm good.
Okay. So anyway, she's been doing great with it, and I know that's how I know she's really interested in seeing her loose hair, because she's gone through the process and she does not like getting her hair detangled or anything, but she's been doing good through it. And this has been a couple months we've been working on this. We even went on a vacation with just a few down, and so we're almost to the end though. 3 more and that's it. And this is how we do it. She sits here, looks at something, or we'll watch a movie together, and then we just detangle. It usually takes, I want to say about an hour, but I don't know if that's true. I'm actually timing us right now. Some of them are more locked than others. So there was one that took us like 2 hours. That was a bear. But that's rare. They're usually not too bad, not too locked. So that's just how we do it. Anywho, if you have any questions or anything, I'm no lockologist or don't know too much about locks except what we do. And for mine, I'm keeping it simple too. I parted, as best as I could, did some twists, and then move on with it. So that is it. All right, girly.